So this is it. Quite the difference, huh? Old one and new one. No longer that kind of sound. Huh. A bit more sturdy. Yeah, decided to try actually mounting the hard disk as intended. Even salvaged an orange SATA cable from 2 computers back, and see whether this can sufficiently dampen the vibration. I mean, the hard disk isn't vibrating a lot. It's a good one. Yeah, plenty. Yeah, as you see, I had to. I couldn't hide everything. The cables, everything, the hoses. This is too. Yeah, no way, Jose. This needs its space. But I tied them together to make them, turn them into neat package wherever possible. And that shiny thing there. Yeah. And yeah, here I close this up. To tell the air where it shall not pass. Because it's kind of pointless if power supply sucks in down here, blows out here, and other stuff sucks in here. No warm air in here, so this goes out. Back and up is outwards only, and front and downside is in. Yeah, so it's important that, for example, the hard disk isn't putting vibration onto the case, because otherwise this would happen. Wasn't the third fan that I put in front, I'm not sure. Wasn't sure, should I put this like this? Better for sound, I guess. Unless this creates lots of air noise. Or should I just take them out, but then no air filter in front? I guess this I can decide either way. Very easy to mod. Yeah. Fan control is almost on minimum. No problem. Yeah, and yeah, I got a problem. I migrated and I used an old Acronis tool I had for disk cloning, and it said, okay, I will convert this master boot record partition stuff to GPT. So it is bootable. I mean, wait a minute, you cannot just change that and then Windows boots. Well, on my old PC it did, but on the new for some reason not. So I had a load error. And yeah, and I had to find a different tool, a proper tool, free even, and that cloned it properly, and then it worked surprisingly well. I just had to go into safe mode. I didn't even have to uninstall anything, just, from one to the next. And it worked. I didn't have to sys prep or anything. My system was perfect. I left all applications running because at that point I was fed up. And it worked like a charm. Only thing is, I still probably have to get rid of some remnants because the load up time is horribly slow. It takes so long for Windows to load. But then, yeah, and then was something nice. Let me turn the light off now. And power supply on. Hello? Last time it's all lit up. Oh, I guess then I have to start the computer. That's better. Occasionally it does that too. maybe for the hard disk, because I just installed it. Yeah, that's nice. And I think this graphics card this pump still needs to get rid of some air bubbles. But as you can see up here, and those pretty light. Still gotta install the Corsair tool to customize the RAM. The RGB tool for the main board crashes all the time. And this one, there's lighting around here, but you can see it right now. I put it on music, so it pulses with the music. And now I know what the LEDs are at the SSD slots here, the M.2, an LED at each place. So if you have one in there, there will be an LED. And same with the graphics card. Each slot has a LED there, and when it is occupied, then you have light. Yeah, and then this whole thing pulses in the rhythm of the music. And this here, this is lit brighter if you increase the RPM. And unlike this one, this pump, which at full RPM is easily audible, this one I can crank up all the way to 100% and it still makes no noise at all. So well packaged, that thing. And these here, I can leave them at that RPM. They are so efficient with their cooling. Okay, let me see. I will quickly play some music so that you can see how the music looks. Yeah, this there is obviously control temperature. Always plus solidly, doesn't matter which temperature, it always adds 27 degrees Celsius. So you have to subtract that. So this is 50, 60, 50, 40. This is 34 degrees Celsius. Okay, no, a bit more, up to 40 maybe. And let's play. And there, same LED slot. It's not. Oh, that's too loud. And these here, they get asynchronous after a while. That is nice too. Yeah. Of course, if this was brighter, it could shine through the back of the case. But if it's dark, totally dark, I guess I get some light show here. Yeah. And let's quickly throw some Prime 95 in here. Just a quick run. It says you must restart computer. Probably the hard disk. Okay, come on. Prime 95. That's nice. And torture test. And let's get the monitor sensors. Okay. There you have. You can always subtract or add 27. So the limit for this CPU is die temperature of 68 or control temperature of 95. Okay. And where's my cursor there? Again, 95 is maximum. And yeah, it's quite relaxed. And this is, let's see, the pump. Where do we have RPM? Currently 135 watts. 180 is limited, more or less. Single cores can clock to 4.2. I did everything I can to disable overclocking, automatic overclocking in the BIOS, but it's still single cores peak to that. Okay, 80. So this is still 15 below limit with prime 95. And there, this is the NMAX pump at 800. No, these are the fans, 700 somewhat, and the pump is at 1800. Yeah, and you can see statistics up to 4.2 occasionally, but only a handful of cores. 3.7 gigahertz is all cores maximum. And RAM, I got PC 3200 and that caused blue screens and prime 95. And I put it one notch lower, just one lower, 1533. That would be 3060, just a little bit lower, and it seems to work great. And you see it works hard at getting higher, but it doesn't get higher. So this is if I am graciously adding a little bit, make this 85, it's 10 degrees below the maximum before they start throttling. 84. So imagine 10 below maximum with, and this is with the case open. Look at the revs, so slow. So from above the table, and this is still opened. Let me quickly improvise. This is a 16 core 32 threads workstation at full power, full workload. That is the sound of a proper silent system. And then I will end that video here. And a new video when there's something new and exciting to report. I got some more software issues to solve, but that's for now. Bye.